This dog didn't want to let go of this woman, and it revealed the secret she was hiding from her husband. George and Chloe had just moved into a new house when they received a call from a friend of George asking him to keep his dog for a few days because he was going on a business trip. But it wasn't just any dog, it was Rex, a gigantic former police dog. But Chloe, who didn't like dogs, showed herself very reluctant. She made up stories, but in the end she accepted the dog in the house, but didn't know what to expect. At first, everything was calm. Chloe even liked Rex. But George's friend called to say that the trip was unexpected and that Rex had to stay at his place for at least one more month. And that's when things started to go wrong. Indeed, after a while, every time Chloe came home from work, Rex would get mad at her. He sniffed her, jumped on her, and even sometimes grunted. But it was in a very weird and obsessive way, different from the one where the dog is happy to find its owner. George then started to think that Rex was doing this because there was a dog smell on his wife, and that Rex was very excited about it. But at the same time, he started to link the dots because Chloe couldn't find a dog from work to home. And even if she found one from time to time in the street, it wouldn't be every day. And when George asked her, she always found a lame excuse. So to solve this problem, he decided to install a hidden camera in Chloe's car. Even after putting a camera in the woman's car, George decided to follow her the next day after work to find out what she was doing. The next day, he followed his wife after work, and he immediately noticed that she was not going home. At some point, she parked the car, and a strange man came in, and he was welcomed with much more affection than he should have been for a married woman, if you know what I mean. At that moment, George realized that he had been betrayed. But things didn't make him complain because he decided to listen to the conversation thanks to the camera he had installed in the car. In this conversation, he could hear the plan of the two lovers to poison George. In fact, every time the two lovers met, Chloe took a little bit of poison she put in George's food to simulate a natural death, because she put it little by little until he died slowly, and they could live together until the end of their days with George's money. Obviously, George immediately called the police. He took all the images and recordings he had, and they were both arrested. And the poison vial was found in the lover's house. All this was discovered, and George's life was saved thanks to Rex's reaction, who immediately felt the poison and identified it as a threat.